hopefully this is the last week of bad internet. Haven't seen it pop up nowhere else yet. We're playing the Are We Live Yet game because we're streaming over a cell phone and have no internet out here in the country. Uh-oh, I'm seeing some action now, but I do not see comments on the screen. There we go. Now we got them. All right, so I'm going to assume we're live now. And if you're watching this, it is May the 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank y'all so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. And if you're watching back later, by all means, please leave a comment because we allow these to play back not live. And we will respond to your comment just maybe tomorrow when we wake up or whatever day that you watch this back. Uh-oh, can't hear me.
No sound.
Can anybody else hear us? I see Crystal saying she has no sound. Maybe it might just be Crystal's.
Turn up just to make sure. Anybody else hear us?
Can anybody else hear us?
Yep, Chris says he hears us.
I hear you.
Everybody else does.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Crystal, it must be something going on with yours. Everybody else says they can hear us.
All right.
So
good.
I apologize for the echo. We're doing the live stream in the house again because what y'all can't see is right behind y'all are the windows to the front porch, and I'm looking at yellow flies everywhere on them. We were just outside walking little man right here who is already passing out for the live stream, and the yellow flies, or deer flies as a lot of people call them, are tearing us up. Now we're gonna brave it and go out there cooking a little bit and take quite a few bites for you. It is what it is. So little man's already out because Tiffany just got home from visiting family. It's been a long day for both of us. She literally just got here, but it's always good to visit with family, and we're enjoying visiting with y'all, our other family. So thank y'all for spending your Sunday afternoon with us here. So I do apologize. Let me go ahead and say I didn't post a video yesterday. I didn't post a video today. I have been painting for days and days and days.
Your favorite thing to do, right?
I painted for hours today, and I'm still all the touch-up painting and painting that I'm having to do on the porch, y'all. It's driving me mad. I'm so sick and tired of done with painting, and I just didn't want to keep pumping content out on this same old thing. So we're gonna have one last cut-in and painting videos. I just got my floodlights up today, so I'll get that video edited probably tomorrow. I may try to post tomorrow afternoon. Typically, I do not post on Mondays or Thursdays, but because I skipped a couple of days. And I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know, coming up here in the future, we're about to start getting into projects. So I'm not gonna be able to keep up with 4 to 5 videos a week. It's just not possible because a lot of these projects, even my small projects, like when I built those cabinets and things like that, they take 2, 3, 4 days, and then I get a video. So posting 4 videos a week when it takes 4 days to make one doesn't necessarily work out. Now occasionally I have some garden videos and some other stuff to plug in there. Just want to let y'all know things are going great. I'm just not working on the house every day in these projects, which I think are going to be better quality videos.
Right.
They're just going to take more time. So the content's still happening, the work is still happening. I just can't post as often as I was. All right. So let's see here. I'm gonna sit on the front of the couch and I feel like I'm sinking in back right there. So Auburn Aviator says, so happy to see you guys in your new house. It feels awesome to have this over here, especially now again watching all those mosquitoes and the yellow flies bouncing off the window.
You'll have to suffer out there.
This feels great because if we were in the shop right now where we just were doing the live streams, we have a heck of a problem. And we're going to start doing some better stuff with live streams. I got some really bad news that I'm not getting Starlink. So I started really working with another viewer on a different option. Started making some stuff happen last week, waiting for some more equipment to come in the mail this week. So I'm praying by the end of this week and our next live stream, we have a lot better quality internet here and we can start streaming over laptops. I can have an extra camera, streaming software, we can put music in it and really be a little more professional than just streaming straight over a cell phone. And that's going to make a really cool video too. Yeah, because we seem to have maybe stumbled across another other alternative than Starlink. So we'll see how that works out. So what happened to Starlink? Well, long story short, I've been on the waiting list for over a year now. A lot of people around me were starting to get it that had been waiting a month or 2 longer than me. And it's supposed to be you get it in the order that you signed up. Well, as you start seeing a lot online right now, a lot of people are finding ways to kind of circumvent the line and wait, and the areas are filling up tremendously. So I got bullet just fell off the couch into me. So I got the dreaded message, your area is at max capacity, and I searched across the entire state of Florida and into South Georgia some, they all say max capacity, not expecting service in your area until 2023 or later. So the heck with it at that point, I have to find another alternative. Eventually, we're gonna have fiber coming here anyways. We've been getting the announcement from our power companies that that's coming, but it's a 2 to 3 year project. So we just need something temporarily that's better than what we have, which is hotspot, that can get us to that. We could get fiber next year, it could be 3 years from now, we just don't know yet. But at least our electric cooperative is planning on getting that to us. All right, let's see what else we got here. So Dan says he should just get his and send it to me. Well, I just don't know how that works anymore.
Yeah.
They have a roaming capability now, but they're starting to kind of, sounds like track and know when an area is full, capping it off, and I think you have to pay an additional fee now if you use a Starlink in that area that it wasn't originally set up. It's like an extra $25 or $35 a month. It's starting to get so expensive at this point. I bought some really nice cellular equipment. I'll just have to show y'all, and I think we're going to be able to get as fast as internet as we currently need for better streaming and for uploads for the social media. I think it'll get us by. Now, what's coming to our area eventually? Fiber, and they're promising 2 gigs, which is insanely fast. Actually, one gig or 500 meg, they have all these different packages, will be more than we could ever need for doing social media. So we just got to do something to get us there. And we've actually already done bought equipment. Actually, I done canceled my Starlink because I got sick and tired of seeing these messages. I was supposed to get it last year and it just kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. And now it's, yeah, sorry, your whole area is full. You're not getting it. So
Disappointing.
Yeah, I know it is disappointing. I'm tired of playing that game. I am absolutely tired of playing it. All right, so bearskin rugs will help reduce the echo.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, here we go with that again. All right, and goodness gracious, a frost warning up in Wisconsin. Man, oh man, let me tell y'all something. I actually got, I'm pretty calm, cool, and collective, and I got irritated today. It's been so, I don't know if y'all have seen the news, we've got this tropical moisture that's just been coming up. Actually, they just popped up could potentially form, something could form off Panama City. It's a low chance, but we've just been getting south winds the last few days, tropical moisture, thunderstorms, crazy stuff coming in, although we haven't got any of the rain. It's just been overcast, but 100+% humidity. I guess 100 is all you can get. And it's been, I had to take showers earlier. I had to go cut my hair off. It's just, we're at that time of year where I'm going to take 2 to 3 showers a day. I had to cool off because I was getting so hot out there painting and putting up all that stuff. And I can't believe y'all are having frost warnings and we're down here. It was 95 a couple of days this week. 100% humidity. This feels like August, y'all. Like, I'm scared to death what's going to happen with our hurricane season with us warming up this early. Like, our Gulf waters out there are already blistering hot. This is not going to be a good season, I'm afraid. And I just seen somebody talking about that crazy tornado that happened up in Michigan. Yeah, I did catch a small glimpse of that on YouTube earlier. Hopefully none of y'all are involved in that, but that looked crazy there. It kind of went through, tore a town up pretty good. So we're getting some crazy weather, and then everybody was just having snow up north the last few days. So I don't know what's going on in this world right here. So Pile Driver Outdoors, he says you know what it's for. And Pile Driver, I didn't lie to you. You see this? Every one of those donations in that category right there is for that thermal fund. Yes, I finally sat down the other day and added it up, and we're going to add one more to it. So thank you so very much for your donation. But speaking of that, we had, 4 armadillos this past week or week before that showed up in the yard and mysteriously disappeared. They've been showing up left and right. And we was just sitting here a minute ago. She was about to go outside and walk Bullet on the porch, and she's like, "What is that?" So I look out there in the pasture, and there's this weird creature out there galloping across, and then stops, hunkers down in the grass. There's a bobcat. We typically don't see those in the daytime. Now, I didn't do nothing to the bobcat, let the thing go on and enjoy its life there. That was crazy, and we could have just had this little guy out there. Bobcats are quite territorial, although I don't think the ones out here are comfortable around homes. I don't think they would come up to the house, but all the more reason we got to keep an eye on this little guy.
Andrew's so funny. You had to get him some binoculars right there beside the couch.
So I don't know. I have been begging for a pair of binoculars. I found a super cheap pair on Amazon that actually work extremely well, better than my Steiners or Nikons. And I've been sitting here every day. I'll be watching TV, and if I'll see turkeys out there or cowbirds or whatever, I don't know, I've turned into bird watcher right now. Been watching everything out there, been enjoying the heck out of that. That's one thing I always wanted to do with having this couch and this view that we have right here. Oh, goodness gracious. So when do we plan a new seafood bowl at the new crib? Actually, seafood bowl sounds really good. We've got one coming up very soon with some friends, so I guess that'll...
we need to go crabbing so
yes,
that we can make our own seafood boil.
So Tiffany just had a week off for us to pack and move and come over to the house from the camper. We were gonna go do some crabbing that week and have a seafood boil, and it did not work out at all.
Yeah.
We need to do that before long. And speaking of, my throat's dry. I see several people ask what's for dinner. I'm gonna let her talk for a second.
Yes. So we are going to make a taco pizza on the Blackstone. We love our Mexican food.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's it? That's all the talking you're gonna do? Thought you were gonna give me a break.
Taco pizza.
Okay.
What else can you say about that?
All right. So, Dual Sport Guy says he cannot wait for the stair build. Care to talk about the plans? Which stairs you talking about? The shop or in the house here? I'm assuming you're talking about the house because that's gonna be a lot cooler stairs than out there in the shop. So the plan is to carry probably a single I-beam down the middle, and then I'll have to weld plates off of that. And I want to do some really thick stair treads, like 2 to 3.5 inches. If I can get some custom cut at a sawmill, I want to do that. Otherwise, maybe we can laminate some 2x4s together and plane them down and make them look really good. We've got a few different options to play with. But it's basically going to look like a floating staircase with a single beam down the middle that'll run up the wall over here and then go to a landing platform upstairs. And Tiffany wants horizontal railing, which will most likely be out of square tubing, so we can kind of go with the theme that's already going on in the house. And then the railing upstairs will also be black square tubing as well, horizontal, not your typical vertical. That's just something she's really, really wanting there. I plan on welding all that up and building it myself, but the ultimate goal is lots of black metal and as good looking of timber, thick treaded timbers as we can with a floating design is what we ultimately decided. We think it's going to go perfect with the roof, with the flooring, and we really want to keep that black metal theme going in the house. So looking forward to building that. However, I went and picked up some steel last week for another project that's coming up on the channel, and the stuff has finally leveled off, but it hasn't dropped at all. I literally have probably $10,000 worth of metal projects on hold. Some stuff for people that have been asking, some big projects on the channel, just because I'm waiting for steel to drop. I'm tired of paying these crazy prices, and we have other stuff that we can work on while we wait on that. But we have a lot of metalworking projects coming, and I really need to focus on getting my shop cleaned out so I can start building some of these projects. For example, the pool deck, when we do that, well, we have to put railing up. I'm thinking black metal railing out there as well, so we've got some really big projects coming on the channel. Yes. Let's see what else we got here. A lot of talking. Good thing that you don't have neighbors that'd call the law on you for watching them with a binocular, says Sharon. I don't think we don't have that problem here. I don't think we got to worry about that. We purposely bought way out in the middle of the sticks just to not have neighbors. Not that we hate people. Obviously, we put our life on the internet, but we like our privacy too, without a doubt. Let's see here. So Jake has a cheese fund. I think that is a very good fund there.
Thank you.
We'll burn through that no problem every single week because we keep about 10 pounds of cheese in that refrigerator.
Lots of cheese on this pizza tonight, yes.
All right, so thank you very much for that, Jake. So he said, Dual Sport Guy says, that's what I was hoping you'd say about the stairs. So good, we aim to please. Now I'm about to build another set of stairs for the shop. It's just going to be a simple design that folds up against the wall so I can pull the boat in and out. Not like the crazy multi-hinge ones everybody sees online, but I do want a set of fold up against the wall stairs, and we'll have to do a landing platform and all. That way I can get up and to the attic and do lots of storage up there. That's all part of my big shop cleanup plan that we have coming right there. Then we can get on all these projects that I've had in my mind. I've had some of them in my mind for years. I mean years. I'm really looking forward to building those. So bears staring in your window? Not yet, thank goodness, Jack. We definitely don't want that. As y'all seen on the video I posted this week, yeah, we're still getting bear pictures left and right. I have a few of them down there pole dancing on my feeder, scratching their back and everything else. And I had one on there, I don't know if y'all noticed, it was a few hundred pounds. It was only one picture of it.
You still gotta show me that picture.
I do, it was a gigantic bear. But what making me more nervous than anything is we have a couple different moms with a couple different size cubs. So I don't know why all of a sudden we have all these moms and cubs running around, and that's the one thing you don't want, because a mama with cubs will tear you up quicker than a male ever would. So it's going to get interesting, but that's the price you pay for living out in the country. You live out here with the animals, which is what we want. So let's see what else I got here. Thank you very much, Dual Sport Guy.
Yes,
we do appreciate your donation there. Thank you very much. And let's see here. So it looks like some people are talking. Somebody's, I guess, home must have been in Michigan where that tornado hit.
Yeah, Team Dancer said that he lives 10 miles from it. And,
oh wow! Okay.
It leveled like a trailer park area, and 44 people were injured.
Oh wow! So
he said that there was fatalities too.
Oh no, I hate to hear that. It's just the weather's getting crazier and crazier. So our thoughts and prayers definitely got to any of y'all and the people that live in Michigan that are dealing with that. It's just one thing after another, it seems like. So now that it's warming up in Florida, how's the small AC doing, keeping the home cool? This week was the biggest test thus far. It was 94 2 days in a row, and then 95 another day. So that's not as hot as it gets. We'll get in the hundreds a little later, but it's putting a load on the house. It's done absolutely perfect. No issues at all. When we want to turn it down, it's no problem. We turn the house up to 76 at night, and the AC really doesn't kick on in the house at all. And then we'll chill the bedroom down to like 68, 69, and it'll cycle off and on to keep the bedroom really nice and cool. But a lot of times, like today, for example, I woke up and I forgot to bump the house down to 74 is typically where I put it. And I didn't have to put it on 74 until about an hour ago. The house was still maintained, never got hot enough to kick it on, although the sun hasn't been out today, but it's been hot, it really has. So it's doing well. Money well spent on the insulation.
I don't think I've been hot yet in the house, which is very unusual because our last house, we were always hot.
Our last house was old, not well insulated, and the AC ran all the time.
I don't think I've ever had to go over there and bump it down because I'm hot.
My fears are gone. Now, August, July and August is going to tell the tales, but no, we've already seen hot enough temperatures. The AC is not hardly ever running. It's not struggling at all. I don't think there's no issues. I think we could have went with 1.5 tons if they even make one that small, and we would have been A-okay. Actually, I guarantee we could put a big window unit in here and blow fans around if we ever had to. That broke down or had to get a repair, and I guarantee we could cool this house down with a really large window unit. It's amazing how well this insulation works. So thus far, really happy with our choice that we made there. So Bill Welch says 2 possibilities for your stairs. Check out Nathan Out of the Woods or Triple L Rustic Designs. I've heard of both of those channels. Okay, he's talking about for the 2-inch slabs. There actually know a guy or two locally with a private sawmill that I'm going to talk to first and see if they maybe already have some stuff that's relatively dry that I can start working with. But if I get some custom cut stuff, it'll probably be in the minimum 2-inch range, maybe 2.5, 3 inches. I'm thinking would be just an awesome look, 12-inch wide tread. I'd have to get quite a bit of that cut up and work with it, but I think it's going to be a really, really good looking staircase. I just got to get time and some reasonable price on steel because it's just so expensive right now.
So people are talking about possible scammers.
Yep. So we did get hit again a little while ago. I can't pull my phone up check. So I posted the giveaway video days ago, and I did not put giveaway in the title because I figured that's what got me on the last video. The spammers can actually, they got software that can go search a title out on YouTube, for example, and if giveaways in it, well, they'll start blowing the comment section up. So I did not put it in the title. However, we've been great for days, but just a little while ago, the spammers have shown back up. Like I've told y'all, follow the contest rules. It is what it is. We're going to continue to try to give stuff back to y'all. I really want to. I'm not going to let these spammers get us down. So I spent a little bit before we started the live stream deleting a lot of those comments. If you get a comment that you've won on any giveaway we're doing, nope, don't forget. I got down in the rules in that video description, and I usually say in the video too when the drawing will be. It'll actually be next week on next Sunday's live stream is when we'll do the robot vacuum giveaway. So don't respond to that. It is what it is. It's sad. The world is full of people that would rather spend more energy and time trying to scam people than devoting that time and energy to going to work in a real job and making a real difference and feeling better about themselves. Like, there's just some sorry people in the world.
It's crazy.
We've all dealt with them. It is what it is. Let's see what else we got here. How much water was... So how much water is the dehumidifier dumping? I haven't went around there a lot the last few days, but I had to do something really weird because our AC is actually running now. It wasn't running at all a couple months ago in spring. I've had to cut the dehumidifier off because I've been noticing humidity levels like in the 30s in the house, which is too low. I don't want them that low. So I just programmed the thermostat the other day to not run the dehumidifier when the AC is running. Well, AC already takes the humidity out of the air anyways. So I'm having to really learn and play with this. And we're constantly staying in the 40s, which is a good level. Don't really want to go any lower than that for lots of reasons, for health reasons and things drying out in the house. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have low humidity than high humidity and mold and mildew. The few times I walked around and looked at the machine over there, the area is mostly damp. You can tell it's constantly pulling a lot out. It just depends on how much we're in out of the house. If I'm not here working, there's not a whole lot of humidity you introduce to the house. But if I'm in and out working on an inside project, opening and closing the door, man, humidity comes in the house because, well, it's just Florida and that's the way it's going to happen. But I haven't seen like just a steady flow out there, nothing like that. It's just how much you open and close the door. All right, what else we got here?
There was a comment about us doing a screened-in porch. No, I don't think we're gonna do that quite yet. Maybe later on down the road we might screen in something, but it might not be on the porch.
Yeah. So it makes sense for us to screen it in for all the bugs that we have in Florida, but at the same time, the reason we don't want to screen it is, one, we get hurricanes, lots of wind. I'm very nervous about screens blowing out. Two, it's quite expensive. Three, it blocks your view. Four, it kind of blocks your breeze and the wind. There's just lots of reasons why I don't want it versus the one reason I would like it is just for bugs. So it's kind of voted itself out for us for all the reasons we just don't really care for. Not saying we won't down the road. And the other thing is, as crazy as this is, and I announced this or said it in one video a while back, believe it or not, I don't know if it's this way across the country or if it's just in Florida, but if I screen in any part of that porch, it is now considered living quarters by our state sanitation department, or at least by our local one. And I was told that any screened in area of a porch then takes away from your drain fill size or future add-on size to a house. And we oversize our drain fill and our septic system because we know that we maybe are going to add on down the road. And I don't need screened porch area taken away from me being able to add on. Because if we ever go pull a permit and want to add on to the house and they come out and see a screened-in area, well, then they're going to calculate that in your already heated and cooled square footage. I know that sounds crazy, it's so stupid. And then we can't pull a permit to do an addition. It's wild that you have to really think about things like that. I don't know why a screened-in porch counts for that, but I was told a while back it does take away from your septic system.
That's a shame.
Dumbest rule I've ever
That
heard.
is a shame.
So what you do is you do your addition, then you screen in your porch after your addition because you know that's not going to put a load on your septic system, but you can't. It may mess with you pulling your permits right there. All right, so yeah, Mike, you must just jump on. Tiffany just talked about it doing a taco
Pizza.
Now you're calling it pizza. She called it taco flatbread the other day. So
Well, same thing.
taco flatbread. You know us, we like our Mexican food. We absolutely love it. So let's see what else we got here. So Chuck says, my 5-year-old son just saw you and said, does that guy work at Lowe's? I might as well work at Lowe's because I'm in there about twice a week. Spending a pile of money. Speaking of, it seems like every time here lately I go to a big city, there's been quite a few times I keep running into viewers. It's pretty wild going out there and I'll go down the aisle and people are really giving me a look or they're hollering at me across the store. I'm like, I don't know who you are, but hey man, they're like, I haven't watched your show. Well, I sure do appreciate it, but I bump into people in Lowe's and Home Depot all the time that watch the channel. So it must be all the people watching the house building stuff. So yeah, Krista says he doesn't work there, but he lives there. Yeah. That's exactly right. Actually, I went there 2 days in a row last week, and keep in mind, it's like a 40-mile drive to my closest Lowe's, so not very fun at $5 a gallon. All right, so Pile Driver Outdoors, thank you very much.
Yes,
Truly do appreciate you and your donation. There's some Tiffany's Cooking Channel fund. I can promise you, it'll go to some more cheese or spices or another spatula that she broke one last week and flung it across the porch. Yep. So it'll go to something. Thank you so much for that, man. We truly do appreciate you. You've been extremely generous here lately. We can't thank you enough. All right, so Chris says we can't do the screen in porch because it get in the way of his zip line.
Right.
I forgot, Chris, we got to see if we can make these custom windows up here pop out so you can zip line out of your bedroom straight into the pool. We'll have to work on that right there. So did we give the vacuum away yet? Nope, that'll be on next week's live stream right
if
there.
you're getting a message, it's a spam.
That's right. We have spammers that shut up a little while ago. As soon as I get off this live stream here, I'm probably going to have to go delete a bunch of comments. You get some weird looking comment with people that have stolen our thumbnail, claiming that you've won and to contact them and call them. Well, that ain't the way the stuff works. If it sounds too good to be true, it's a spammer. We don't announce that till next week. So, I'm going to assume this is for Tiffany. What's your favorite thing that you've cooked on the Blackstone? They apparently have bought one, and they said theirs arrives next week.
I think one of my favorite things to cook on there was the pineapple boats.
Not personally my favorite.
Anything hibachi, I mean, I love that. Was just like the easiest thing to do on there.
And see, I'm not a hibachi fan.
Like that either.
I don't like that super burnt taste of vegetables and fruits and stuff like that.
Gosh, there's so many. I love cooking breakfast on it. Makes the best omelets.
Well, yeah, you can't beat the thing for breakfast. My goodness. I mean, I know it's made for hibachi, but it's really made for breakfast. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm just learning you can pretty much cook anything on it. I've seen people cook spaghetti on it, which I'm not gonna do. But yeah.
I mean, we could get stupid on here if we wanted to and have a different recipe every week. But there's some things you see people cook on the Blackstone, and you're like, oh, come on, man. That needs to be cooked on either a grill or a pot and pan. Now you just trying to show off, or there ain't no way that's better cooked on the Blackstone. But with that said, the Blackstone cooks a lot of awesome stuff. It's easy cleanup. Hey, it's got its place for us. And I was skeptical on them for the longest time. We don't need that. Well, you cook in a pot and pan or a cast iron pan. But no, having all that room.
Good investment.
Yeah, having all that room to work and move things around. It's been definitely a good investment. So yep, Country says y'all might need to check your comments on the channel, people trying to scam your subscribers. That's exactly right. As soon as we hang this live stream, but sadly, I can't believe it timed out to where right when I have to do a live stream and I can't get on here right now deleting comments, somebody's right in the process of spamming us. And that video's been up for days. So as soon as we hang the live stream up, I'm gonna have to get on there and start reporting and blocking all the spams. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, sorry. It's just sadly the world we live in. Sorry individuals that would rather try to spam people than go get a job. The world's full of it. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, how about that? So yeah, somebody else said that the spammer told them it would cost them $40 to ship to their area and they were a winner. Do not buy into that junk. That is not us. Obviously, here we are live. So, man, oh man.
I guess what you're going to have to do is next time you do a giveaway, you're going to have to really explain that, you know, we have those spammers and, you know, we'll never ask you for anything in return.
That's exactly right.
We'll contact
and
you.
it's sad that I'm going to have to put that in a video, and it's sad that people have to deal with that. But I'm not going to let these people keep us from trying to give back to y'all. So it's just so aggravating. I don't know why they didn't spam it for days, and all of a sudden they're spamming the heck out of us. So as soon as we jump off the live stream, I'll start deleting the heck out of those comments. So it sounds like I got a long night ahead of me. I may have to pause the comments for a little bit or something to get all this stuff blocked. So we'll see how that works out. So what am I doing this week? Well, it's going to be an all over the place week. I have some stuff to pick up that I'm going to make a video on that'll be awesome, assuming the weather allows me. And then I'm starting a project this week. I don't really want to spill the beans on it, but it's going to take me a few days to knock out another pretty awesome project. Kind of want it to be a surprise. Haven't really talked about it.
Surprise to me?
No, but I haven't really talked about it on here. I want the video to be a surprise.
Oh, okay.
So we have another project coming. Yeah, everybody seemed to enjoy the last time. You know, I built the cabinets and kind of did something that was a breath of fresh air for the channel, so to speak. Not just the same old mundane day in, day out stuff. Like I said, I got to travel and pick up some stuff. If weather allows, we'll see if we can fit that in this week or not. And then I have a few little Pest projects we're going to do on the channel. So it's going to be a little different this week. It's not going to be painting and electrical other than this.
House stuff then.
Yeah, one more video.
We'll let you take a break off the house stuff.
Yeah, whatever. Some of the stuff is house stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. I got some cool videos coming. I don't really want to spill the beans, to be perfectly honest with you. All right. Let's see what there.
Hi, Kelley. Glad you could make it. She said she was going to watch us tonight.
Who we got?
Kelley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She said, hey, Aunt Tiff, love and miss you. Love and miss you too.
All right. Welcome. So pile driver, bullet snack fun. Can't forget the little man. I know. I wish I had the camera down just a little more, but he's out like a light.
He's got his little tongue out.
Yeah, he's gone. He did some traveling today, and he gets really worked up when he's in the car, and when he has to travel for over an hour.
Old man out today.
Yeah, I mean, when he gets home, he's gone. He's absolutely gone.
Thank you for that though.
Yep. All right. Let's see what else we got here. So, do we still like our mattress? That's actually a very good question. We had somebody just asking us about that a couple of nights ago. A friend was looking into ordering one. Thus far, yeah, I can tell you, Sleep Innovations is the company to go with. They don't know us. We're not sponsored by them. Nothing. We bought one years ago, and it lasted and did great. Then we bought a different brand for the camper. Just some, I don't even remember what it was, off Amazon, and we hated it. It just wore out too quickly. Now we bought another Sleep Innovations, and it's an American-made company, and this one seems to be firm and holding up. The problem with the memory foam that we had with the bad camper one was it was firm at first, and then it just started wearing out and giving us holes no longer than we had it. Whereas the Sleep Innovation ones that we had at last house, we had that thing, 4 or 5 years? You should have done wore it out, and it still was great. This one seemed to be doing well.
A little bit longer than that.
We may have had.
It was a really good mattress.
So I highly recommend that company right there. So Miss Lee, thank you so very much. An extremely generous donation there.
Yes.
Says outdoor kitchen fun. You know we're going to put that to use. Outdoor kitchen
we are ready to get that going.
It is coming.
Yes.
I've been looking and pricing some stuff. We're still playing with the design. That's probably going to be I'm going to say 2 to 4 week away project that we'll start it. We could start in 2 weeks. This week's just got too much stuff going on, so that's getting close. And then right behind her, Kelley, thank you very much
Thank you,
for
Kelley.
a donation as well. Truly do appreciate you.
She's so sweet.
Yep. And then I see Kelley says, Kenna says, hey too.
Hi, Kenna.
So Dan asked, can we do a belly flop? When we get a pool, I promise you, I'm going to happily do one.
Oh, yes.
I have been
belly flops.
dreaming of a pool this week. Like, I want one so bad. We're working on it. We really are. I really, really, really want one like yesterday.
Yeah, how many times would you have been in it today?
I've probably been in that joker 20, 30 times this week. I kid you not. I've been working the yard and got so hot, and today when I got flustered and upset and hot, oh man, I would have dove right in it. Y'all probably gonna start seeing me working in swimming trunks on future videos when we get a pool, because I'm gonna record, and if I get hot, I'm just gonna go jump straight in the pool. All right, let's see what else we got here. So Sheila says, hey, y'all been missing the lives. Only had a few minutes to pop in here tonight. Thank you for stopping by when you can. We understand that these lives don't always fit everybody's schedule, and Sundays may not work out for people, but we make them fit as best we can. But hey, sometimes you can make them, sometimes you can't. So Joe Toole says, hello from hot and humid New England. Oh, buddy, don't get me started on that.
Yeah.
It has been miserable down here in Florida. You talk about hot, and today, 100% humidity. Yesterday, 100%. Just, you can feel it when you walk outside. The air is thick and it's sticky, and I can't stand it. I wish it would just rain. We need the rain. They called for a lot of it. We haven't got a drop. It just keeps staying hot and humid, and I keep watching the rain go by on the radar and everywhere else. Oh, so Miss Sheila says, thank you, or so happy for all your progress. Thank you very much for that. I'm very happy where we've been. I was actually a picture popped up on our TV that you'd put up, and it's got the date on there, and it was from when we were framing last year. And it was crazy to look at that and think, there's the house just started framing, and it was 12 months ago, I think. It was May on that picture on the TV, and I was like, 12 months ago? It seems like it was 2 or 3 years ago.
Right.
I started working on the house and framing it, so here we are 12 months later, and we're living in this thing. We're enjoying it. Yeah, we're nowhere near done, but we've got a mostly complete home here, and that's pretty awesome.
It's a lot of work for a year progress.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, so I'm very happy with the way all this has worked out. So Brian says they're wanting to get a pool as well. There's so many options out there. Yeah, and sadly, the options are vanishing. So I've been looking at pools for a few weeks now, working on a couple different options, and every time I think I find a size of one I want, you go back and look, out of stock, sold out. Oh my goodness, here we go with this. The larger pools are selling out like crazy. The one like the size that we've been looking at, they're starting to have to get you where you're focusing on a smaller pool, and we just don't want a smaller pool. So it's like everything else in the world right now. Hard to get and overpriced, but we're water babies. We want a pool no matter what. We're gonna get it. So, Chris says, when you buy a pool, let me know. You used to install pools for 5 years. You've done a little bit of everything, ain't you? Sheetrock, firewood,
We'll have to
pools.
get him down here to
I
help
know,
us
tell me
then, huh?
about it. We might can get you to burn off that rent that you're gonna. All right, so Justin, thank you very much. This is Outdoor Kitchen Fun. Can't wait to see what Tiffany cooks in the outdoor kitchen. Maybe Andrew doing some cooking too. I will do some cooking. I occasionally do. Typically, I do the fish and wild game and stuff like that, steaks. I do all the smoking of meats.
Clean and cook.
Yeah, so I need to get into, I definitely need to get into doing a little cooking myself. And as we get better recording equipment and cameras and stuff and get a little more settled in the house, we're gonna start showing off more of that. Excuse me. So Country says he never wins. All he wins is the scammer calls. Yeah, they out there working hard, ain't they? Well, at least you know a scammer from a scammer, or from somebody that's real. Let's see what else we got here. So I see a few other people have jumped on. Oh, never mind, you got your answer. Taco pizza. I've started seeing a few more. What's for dinner? As people get on a little late, but everybody's taco pizza. So yeah, we're gonna do that here in just a little bit. So Jake says they just helped a friend build a 50 by 50 deck around a 30-foot pool. That's a huge deck for a pool that size, and turned out great. I'd hate to know what that deck cost them right there. I've been going and pricing out the wood and that man-made Trex material decking and all, and I about talked myself out of that for a ton of reasons, and the prices are just stupid. A 5-quarter decking board right now locally is $20 some odd. I mean, for a thin deck board, it's just, this stuff needs to hurry up and drop. And I'm still expecting lumber to drop. Actually, I did see OSB drop about $10 a sheet when I went to Lowe's last week. So we're starting to see some of it. I think we still have a whole lot of inventory to turn over before we're going to see the rest of it there. See here. So Malin Bees asked, do we have a PayPal for those that want to give? I sure do. Actually, our PayPal is, if you look down the video description, our Kelley's countrylife@gmail.com. PayPal does email addresses is how you do the account. That is our PayPal right there. So we surely do appreciate you there. So speaking of, my goodness, people back to back to back. So Pile Driver, my non-stop man for the last few weeks there. So Andrew's Cooking Fun.
Yes.
Sure do appreciate that. And then right behind
Tell
that,
us what you want them to cook.
yeah, right behind that's Maurice. And let's see here, very generous donation. Thank you very much. Says you handworked your garden to thrive, you hand built your home to enjoy. Now for a mani-pedi to relax. Oh boy, here we go on that mess again right there. It might scare the armadillos. And Tiffany, please record it.
What I might do is just get him in the chair and get a little basin and make him a little foot pedicure.
No, it
Here
ain't
at the
happening.
house.
It's not happening.
Why?
I'm not getting a mani-pedi. I sure do appreciate y'all's donations toward it, but we're going to have to get Tiffany the mani-pedi. I may drive her and drop her off. And with Mr. Doug's extremely generous donation last week, we owe you a big dinner too.
Yeah.
So I got to get her out to dinner. So appreciate that. Sorry y'all, the toenails ain't happy. Actually, I'll tell y'all what was the other crazy thing I said I would do, but you get us to 1 million subscribers, I'll paint every nail I got. So it might be a while before we do that. So let's see what else we got here. Get to cooking. I want to see it, says Tyler. We probably are going to pop out there.
Yeah, there was somebody up there saying they got a Blackstone today after watching us cook. So
I tell y'all what,
cool.
y'all have bought a ton of Blackstones.
I know.
We need Blackstone to sponsor our channel.
That would be so
We ain't got no
awesome.
affiliation with them at all, but man,
That would be so
all they have to
awesome.
do is send us some utensils and some little bit of seasoning and stuff. We keep promoting them. Nah, that's all right. We love promoting good products and good companies, so we thoroughly enjoyed ours. I feel like we've already got our money's worth out of it.
Mm-hmm.
We have no problem recommending that thing to people.
There was also a couple comments up there about the dove food plot, and are you going to do the power line?
Oh yeah, so the power line, I'm getting close to running out of time for that. I need to try to work that in. Let me put that on my project list. Actually, I don't have that on there.
How many days do you think it'll take you to do it?
Probably 1 full day.
Well, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, I'll just have to have somebody here to help. Maybe might have to have a second tractor here to do it. Yeah.
Maybe Dad.
Yep. So the doe food plot, it'll probably start in this month. I'll start mowing and disking everything up, and that would be a good time if I can free a day up to go out there and put that power line in, because I'm really excited about that. I wanted to do it last year. I've gotten the majority of what I need, but not everything. So that's something let me write that down right now. I'm gonna add that to my project list. And I ain't kidding y'all, I gotta,
Flip the page.
well,
So
whatever.
you can make a big list.
Then I'll forget it. I've got a project list with about 30 things on. I was telling her the other day, I was like, I'm not sure that I have any more, good projects for the channel. And I got to sitting down and adding them up. I was like, oh my goodness. Now the problem is I need about $100,000 to do all 30 of those projects. So some of them's just gonna have to wait, if you know what I mean. So let's write that down. Thank y'all for reminding me of work. Appreciate that. Now that'll be a fun project. I really do want to do that one. What else we got here? So we're going to have a freshwater or saltwater pool. My plan is freshwater, and I want to do something that not many people do or know about. So we have a friend that has a freshwater pool, and they put in what's called a copper ionizer. So long story short, it's an electronic device that actually runs the water through it, causes a reaction, electronic reaction with that piece of copper in there, ionizes the water. It's hard to explain, but it causes, what is it? As you can see, I'm not a chemist. It's the, read up on it. It causes positive and negative charges. I guess it's electrons.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, to form and actually settle out material in the pool. You can focus it or vacuum it up. I'm sorry, am I being too loud, bullet? So long story short, it sounds like a gimmick, sounds like a scam. Our friend has had one for years. She doesn't have to shock her pool. The only time she'll ever put a chlorine floating around tablet in it is if she gets water bugs or something she wants to knock down, and the pool stays gorgeous. I was thinking we were going to do a saltwater pool because they seem like less maintenance, less chemicals. Once I see her put that copper ionizer in there, I was like, that's what I'm going with. Now, sadly, they're about 5 times the cost of what she bought hers for just a few years ago. And then eventually you have to replace that copper piece, but she has had amazing results with hers. And it ain't just been over a few months. She's had it a few years. And every time we go there, pool is sparkling clean. I think we're going to do fresh water with one of those. I think that's the right choice without a doubt. Not saying we won't ever have to add some occasional chemicals, but I can't stand getting in pools where the chlorine and all so strong, it burns you up. You got to worry about it messing with my beautiful hair or clothes or things like that.
Now, supposedly it does mess with people with blonde hair, but we don't have that to worry about.
Yeah, it may. Well, I got some blonde hair. What about my gray hair? Will it actually turn it back? That'd be good. It'd come out with some green patches right there, boy. That'd look horrible. Yeah, so we're going to try to get away from that. So, nothing better than watching you hunt doves and flip-flops, says Jeff.
Yes.
Well, sadly, our dove season opens in September, which is probably fall for a lot of y'all. Down here in Florida, that could still be 98 degrees and thunderstorms like it typically is for us. This boy ain't going to burn up. I can kick a few of them fire ants off my toes. I see everybody still talking about mani-pedis. All right, Jake says about 12. What's it? Yep, we did skip right over that. So Jake said they had 12 grand just in materials in that deck. That's what scared me to death. Woo! You'll have way more in the deck than you will a pool, an above ground pool, not an in ground.
Let's just put the pool right up on the porch.
We might have to get that blow up pool that Mr. Doug paid for last year and put on the porch. That might be what it is. We're back out there in our little blow up pool that's about that tall. Let's see what else we got here. So Crystal says she thinks it's great. Oh, get Patty. Another Patty comment. Nah, I ain't doing it. Let's see what else we got here. So Eric says a power line for what? For dove. As crazy as that sounds, I've got some old power poles and cable and other stuff. Power lines are just magnets to dove, and I have just had it in my head for a few years. I want to put one up, and I've been collecting this stuff to do it, and I have just about everything, so we need to do that. So how is the garden going? It's doing good. However, I will say my squash and zucchini is about 4 foot tall. It's the biggest squash and zucchini I've ever seen.
Huge.
And they're trying to put like 8 on per plant, so they're not filling out. So I'm having to go out there now and pinch a few off to try to entice them to fill out the others. The nutrients and all are so good. I've had this happen before that the plant is flowering too much and trying to put too much on, and it can't put energy into a few vegetables. So other than that, man, the corn, oh my goodness, I got several stalks with 4 ears of corn coming. I don't know if I've ever really seen 4. 3 is already crazy. I don't expect all 4 to fill out. Let's see here. The cucumbers and cantaloupes took off over the last few days, and I'm starting to see some baby cantaloupes, so that's awesome. What else? Beans. Beans are doing good, although they're burning up a little because it's such high nitrogen. I knew that was going to happen. Everything else lives in nitrogen. So we're not harvesting much other than tomatoes. They're putting on left and right, and tomato worms just showed up like crazy. Been working on them the last few days. Peppers are putting on left and right.
Tomatoes out of the garden tonight.
Awesome. So yeah, I brought her in quite a few tomatoes yesterday. Those are doing really good. Peppers, heck, we gave a bag away last night because it was more than we could eat. Those are starting to put on way too much. So it's coming. Things are doing really, really good. Let's see what else we got here. So, hey, of course, there's a shortage on chlorine, has been for a while. What a shocker. Shortage on everything, it seems like. Great idea. All right, I'm seeing a few of y'all chatting with each other. 18. So, John says they've been looking at building a deck, holding off because the 5/4 boards were 30. They're down to 18. I just checked today. Ours are at $22 or $23. If they'll start getting down into the teens, that'll get me a little more excited there. That $20-something is still way too high. So it's good to hear that they're dropping in your area. So Uncle Tim says every dove season there in Texas, their internet goes out because all the people shooting off the power line. That's why I'm putting a fake power line in. You can shoot it all you want.
But we're training them to light on power lines too.
No, that's what they already do. That's why I want to put one in. Yeah, no, we're just training our friends that come over to shoot a power line. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see here. Stuck up. So Jimmy says I should do a stuck on the house t-shirt, #1 seller guaranteed. I'm actually spent some time today whenever I was frustrated and burning up hot. We're working on a new logo, and I am looking into another company right now that can do hats, mugs, tumblers, things like that.
Stickers?
Actually, I didn't see stickers there.
We can just still do stickers.
Yeah, I still got to go through their website. It's complicated to find a company that'll drop ship and deal with a small social media channel. Most of them want your channel to be gigantic, promise all this stuff, or they want you to pay thousands up front. Neither of which we can do right now. But we maybe have our logo finalized. I'm just not tech savvy or computer savvy, and I've been trying to import it over into this company that I want to design some new shirts and mugs with. And the logo doesn't seem to be fitting. They want crazy dimensions. They got stuff they're asking for that I have no idea what it is. So I'll just have to spend some time figuring that out. But that's coming. We actually are working on that. We really are. We've been telling y'all forever I need to. I'm finally working on it. It's actually loaded on my computer right now.
Yeah, we really want hats. We do. So.
Yep. So Auburn Aviator says the power line will be the next huge YouTube video. Such a great idea. Man, maybe I shouldn't have told nobody about it. I better hurry up and do it before somebody steals my idea. I've seen it once before in like an Outdoor Life magazine or something a long, long time ago. I think that's what it was. That's where the idea has stuck in my head for years. So can't say I invented this one right here, but I don't know of anybody else that has done it around here. I've never seen anybody with their own private power line that provides no power. That's probably why nobody has done it. But I've picked up salvage.
Zip line out of it too.
Yeah, well, I've picked up salvage and scrap materials and got a really good deal on the cable. So that's the only reason I'm going to do it, because I'll just have time in it more than anything else. So Marie says we need to eat some tomato sandwiches. I'm just now getting used to tomatoes. I don't really like them quite that much.
I did make him a tomato salad, which is mayonnaise, crackers, and tomatoes.
As weird as that sounds, it's actually pretty good. You're like, what was it? Ranch?
No, mayonnaise.
I thought you added ranch to it
Mayonnaise,
too.
salt and pepper, crackers, and tomatoes.
And I used to hate mayonnaise and used to hate tomatoes. But that weird little simple salad,
So good.
especially if you get it chilled cold, it's actually pretty good. All right. So new puppy. Yes, where's the new puppy? We don't have a new puppy, but we need to get one.
I know, you keep talking about getting one.
I know.
So they're wondering,
That's
where's the new puppy?
That's on my list too. And some chickens and a few other things. I have all this on the list, but it has to fit in just a little bit later down the road. We're gonna get there. Mani-pedi shirts. Nah, not happening. Let's see what else we got here. So Robert says the current Kelley's Country Life t-shirts are the softest shirts that they own. I've actually been very impressed. I'm scared to go to a different company because the quality of these shirts have been awesome. Y'all got to keep in mind, I wear these shirts every single week, sometimes multiple times a week. They get washed every single week.
They're getting more out though.
They are, but the printing has not pulled off.
Yeah.
There's not a hole in a single shirt.
And that's the thing too, is they're screen printed, which is a very nice quality.
Oh yeah, I don't want no vinyl stuff. I want screen
that
printed.
stuff doesn't hold up. So.
And it may be that we have to do the new company for other merch, and we keep our current shirts with the company that we have. But it's time for us to freshen up the logo, the look, everything.
I'm gonna go get the black stuff.
Yeah, go ahead and fire it on up. Let's cook some yellow flies. Let's see. So Linda says, check with Roots and Rescue. They have a company they use for stickers all the time. Yeah, I do need to reach out to a few people. I may ask Daniel over at Orange Family Homestead too if they do stickers. I'm not sure. I've ordered some of their shirts and stuff. Not sure on the stickers. I guarantee he knows somebody as much as he's in the business. Put a small feeder in the field to double love it. Well, you can do that legally, but it has to be cleared out several weeks before any hunting season comes up, or they consider that baiting. They as in, well, the law. And I don't want no problems there, but you actually can do that. So any barbecue sauce this week? Nope, we did not have anything barbecued this week to put the sauce on. That'll probably be next week. We do have some, actually we need to eat that brisket that is sliced up in the refrigerator, some that we picked up the other day. It'd be good on that right there. What else we got here? Some Makai jumped on. Welcome. Thanks you for chatting with us. Let's see. There was another one I was going to answer. Looking for a comment that I just missed that I was going to answer. Oh, Kim was talking about the tomato sandwiches. So what I was going to tell y'all is, Tiffany, I have been begging and asking for a turkey BLT. And she made one, I guess it was last week, with an actual store-bought turkey breast that she had to slice herself. Oh my goodness, it was so good, absolutely so good. Putting the tomatoes on that and then the bacon, so basically it's a BLT with the thick sliced turkey. Oh, I recommend that to anybody. That's really making me starting to love these tomatoes more and more. Oh, let's see right here. Daniel coming to visit since he's in Florida. I think Daniel is in the Bahamas according to his last video, not in Florida. And I don't know if they flew there from up in Oklahoma, or if they drove down. I really don't know, to be honest with you, but no, he is not swinging by on this trip, although we are trying to get together on a couple of future trips, meet up in some places and all. One of them will be a public place that I'll announce to everybody else, and we'll see if we can maybe meet some of y'all as well. So, Julie wants to know if she gets YouTube with no ads, will creators still get paid for ads? So here's the way that works. I don't know the breakdown on how much YouTube takes for the paid service versus the free service that most people watch, and then an ad occasionally pops up. But yes, we still do get paid. So on my payment breakdown every month, there's YouTube ad revenue. You make estimated this number of dollars, and then there's always a much, much smaller category, very tiny category that says premium revenue, and that's for the people that pay for the premium service. So YouTube wouldn't exist without us creators. YouTube has no desire to make content at all. They depend on us to take the time, energy, and effort to put it up, and then they either sell premium membership to you if you don't want any ads, or they sell ad packages to companies that want to advertise, same as commercials on TV. And then we get a percentage of that. They keep a percentage for their time, effort of processing the payments and doing the legwork to sell the ad revenue. So yes, we still get paid for you paying for a premium service, because, well, if we didn't, we would quit making content, and then YouTube itself wouldn't exist, and they wouldn't be able to earn their income. So I just don't know the breakdown. I don't know if I get paid more or less, but it's such a small category for us right now because the majority of people watch the free service. I just couldn't tell you, but yeah, we still do get a cut. That was a lot of rambling on, wasn't it? Let's see what else we got here. So, Alan says, if my work list gets any longer, you better have a rich uncle. You have no idea. And I probably wasn't kidding when I say to knock all 30 plus items off my list would cost about $100,000. So, needless to say, some of those items are going to stick on the list for a very, very long time. So we can call that part, I guess, a dream list right there. So Walter says the Arms family vacation pretty regular. Heck yeah, I don't blame them. Being able to do social media the way they do, and him stepping away from that career and kind of pursuing this now, and vacationing being a part of their lifestyle they share, just kind of fits in what they do. Heck, I'd be taking a ton of vacations as well. Why not? Although I'll admit, I'm not the world's biggest fan of vacations. I really enjoy being here on this property so much. Last year when we went to the Keys, that was our first vacation that we had taken in, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years. Maybe it'd been like 5 years. We just love going to the coast here, the rivers, enjoying our property. That's kind of vacation for us. We really enjoy it. But some people love traveling. They absolutely do. And by all means, life is short. Go enjoy yourself. So what's my electric bill been running? I don't have an official house electric bill yet. Actually, I haven't got my first electric bill yet. I better check on that to make sure they're not going to cut my power off. They're supposed to automatically bill me. And I still have to swap the pump and well over from the shop to the house to get true usage. That's on my list to do this week as well. So I just really don't know, but I expect it to drop dramatically, believe it or not, with the camper being gone. That camper, y'all be shocked how much the AC constantly ran in that, because it wasn't insulated. That ran our electric bill up more than anything else. I bet the camper probably cost what the house is going to cost in electricity. It was just crazy high usage. Well, you gonna get comfortable? Well, carry that couch up. All right, so let's see here. So Eric says, Zoe says, good night, Andrew, Tiffany. You got school in the morning. That's right. Well, good night, Zoe. Go make good grades tomorrow. And Micah, oh, I called you Kai a minute ago. Sorry about that. So Micah says, are we doing okay? We're doing perfectly fine. We're doing great. No issues here right at all, other than burning up hot and drought. We need some rain. Man, we need it. So Julia, hopefully I answered your question there on the no ad portion. You can absolutely do it. We still do get a cut of that. You'll be good if you want to do that particular service. And do we have cedar on our land? As Dan, cedar is not common at all down here. You'll occasionally see some cedar trees, but no, we do not have any cedar on our property. It's very rare that I see it around here at all. So Joshua asked, don't have Facebook, how's the viewership versus YouTube? Are you getting, you gonna start doing shorts or reels and Instagram? Instagram, I used to be into Instagram more than I am now. I don't see much of a future for what we do in it. If our channel was a lot larger, it would work. Very little growth on Instagram. Facebook, for a while there, Facebook was outgrowing YouTube like crazy. Now it's just kind of settled down and doing its thing. And social media is a roller coaster ride. That's just the way it is. Sometimes we're doing extremely well. Sometimes it's up, it's down. You have a video that gets promoted. Like one month we got 2.2 million views. This month we maybe we'll hit 200,000. That's how much of a roller coaster ride this stuff is. So you have to be budgeting very well and know your bills, know how to handle life, because there's just not consistent pay in this at all. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing, and we're going to spice it up and try some new things. I think projects will really help the channel out as well and get some viewership. I hate to say, yeah, it's kind of gotten a little stagnant here lately. The house build was fun, but I think doing the same old monotonous stuff over and over, a lot of people enjoy it, but I think some people got burnt out with it. I've seen some excitement in the project stuff, so I think once we start getting into custom built, something new and fresh, getting into animals and getting back out on the property, I think it's really going to help the channel. I do. All right, and Uncle Tim, I apologize. Somehow I missed your extremely generous donation there, but I see it way at the top. So thank you so much for that. Man, I apologize for it. He says, I still think you should do the manicure, pedicure. What a shocker. You tell me that every week there. Your viewers are requesting it. Do it for the team. Uh-oh, Tiffany's waving at me to come outside. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I told you I'll get us to that million subscribers, and we'll do that thing right there. All right, so Tiffany's saying let's go out to the Blackstone. We're going to do it. I think I'm going to carry the tripod this week. So this is going to be a shaky ride out, y'all. But I'm going to carry the tripod because I may actually stand around outside. Excuse the mess. Empty house with no stairs, no loft. We're heading outside. Bear with me. Turn the lights up, she says. All right, bear with me. Out here in yellowfly country. Sorry. We're getting there. Gonna shake y'all like crazy. I'll try something new this week with the tripod out here. Okay. And I might read from your phone because I feel like I shake everybody to death every week.
That'll be good.
So let me get this thing set up. Yeah, let's try this.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
Now you can have hands free.
I think I'm butt dialing somebody on your phone though over here.
Oh.
Let me go back.
It's not good.
No, I ain't gonna tell them who I just called. All right, so I'm gonna let Tiffany take it away, and I'm actually gonna stand with her this week instead of shaking y'all, and I'll read some comments.
That's ready to be cooked.
Carpenter bees, look at here. We got to work on these carpenter bees. They have shown back up. Look right there.
So again, we are doing taco pizza, and I'll do the bread in just a few minutes, but I got to get my taco meat going here. So we have our deer meat. I'm gonna fry up here on the black stone. Good. Now you can have your hands free to help me.
No, I can't. See, I'm over here, looking at this. It's a carpenter bee trap. Excuse me. It says Auburn Aviator. Well, it just so happens that's one of the videos coming up. Now, yeah, I'm not the guy that invented that. There's a ton of videos out there for it. But we're going to build some probably tomorrow. Make a video on it, and I'm going to set them out for a few days, see if we can actually trap some. Because I've had carpenter bees up here for the last few hours. I haven't seen none chew through the paint yet. I was hoping painting the roof was going to, protect me. And I told everybody that on the painting video. And, well, everybody said, nope, carpenter bees here still chew through paint left and right. And they're starting to chew my pole barn up out there pretty good. So we're going to build some traps to try that out.
Now, y'all are going to probably think I'm crazy for adding oil to my meat, but our meat only has like 10%, 5% meat, fat in it.
Yeah, and if it's any of the deer meat that I grind up, I put 0 fat in it. So speaking of that, people think you have to have fat content in burger meat. You absolutely do not, unless you're making hamburgers. That's the only time I've seen it. Then we'll actually dice up some smoked bacon, put in there for the fat content. You need to make sure you cook your meat a little longer. Cook it the pork standard of doing that. But our venison that we grind up and process ourselves, you put it in tacos, you put it in anything with onions and sauce and stuff like that, it does not dry out like people think at all. And anytime y'all see us use burger, by the way, it's always venison. We haven't bought burger but a handful of times in probably 8 or 9 years. All right, so are we going to do a cooking video in our new beautiful kitchen? I think we should. What I really want to do, if I can get the internet working this week, I would like to do, we'll do a cooking video then, because then I can actually set up the laptop. I can do 2 cameras, long story short. Maybe I could clamp a GoPro looking down at the pots and pans, and then we can have another one looking at us, kind of like how you're doing right now with us answering questions. So I have some thoughts around the way I want to do that. But I need some really good internet in order to be able to stream over the laptop itself and run 2 cameras at the same time. So we're gonna try to make these a little more interesting coming up as well.
All right, so this meat is cooking very fast, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my bread going. Ooh, these yellow flies.
Yep, yellow flies. They're here everywhere. I need a fly swatter.
Right here.
Good. Hang on, y'all. We gotta kill him.
I need to get the zapper one out.
Yes, we do.
Yep. All right, so all I did here was I got the crescent roll, which is actually like the pizza dough one. And I kind of rolled it out really big here because it's going to shrink up quite a bit on the pan once I get it on the black stone.
Got him. I just got 3, y'all. I'm on fire tonight. These things are too fast for the little electronic fly swatters. All right, let's see what else we got here. So, let's see, any outdoor channels coming? Yes, actually, I'm glad y'all brought that up. I kind of do need to work in a fishing video on them. Now we went from everything was flooded, now the banks around here to, well, we're in drought and things are getting low. So I need to go make a trip very soon. Actually, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of what's called a red breast sunfish. We call them red bellies down here. Probably the sweetest, best tasting brim that there is, in my opinion. And people have been telling me they turned on recently. I've been hearing crazy numbers. People going to catching like 30, 50, and 80 in a trip. So that's kind of got me itching to want to go do a brim fishing trip. Y'all know I love bass fishing, but I do love those brim too. So we might need to go do that here before long.
All right, so I know this is circular, but this is the biggest cover I have. I'm just gonna, that ain't gonna quite work.
All right.
Nope.
All right, well, we're gonna make do the best we can here.
Nope. All right, yep, we'll let it just kind of, well,
Uh-oh.
will that fit over it? Yeah, I guess it was on it, right?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Well, there we go.
There we go.
We got it figured out.
Not gonna
actually,
allow.
if you can find a deep one of those, I
Yeah.
can mount you a handle to one.
It's not gonna, you know, give a whole lot of heat over the top of it. And what I did too, also on the side, is I did not. It's all right. I did not turn this on over here because the heat from this side of the meat is gonna already heat that side up pretty good.
By the way, can y'all hear Tiffany okay? I don't know with the fan going and far away as I got the camera. Y'all can hear her talking. Let me know that. So Eric says we should get a CO2 generator for the mosquitoes. I'm actually not familiar with those. I've heard of it before, I think. I need to check that out. And then, of course, Jake's talking about something that a lot of people around here have been using lately, the bug assault gun, where you shoot salt and actually shoot them down. I love everything about that, except I don't want salt everywhere, rusting my stuff out and getting the ants and bugs and everything else up here. I've been really tempted to buy a bug assault, but I don't know that I need salt anymore. I wonder if I could put sandblasting sand in it. That I'd be okay with. I can blow that right off the porch. Need to look into that. Maybe some of y'all might know. So Dual Sport guy said he just witnessed me beating my wife. No, I did not. That was yellow flies. Let's see here. Auburn Aviator, he apparently knows about it, said red bellies are the best eating fish ever. They do, it does take a lot to make a meal. You got to work through 100 bones. That's why she doesn't like them as much, especially compared to like a bonus fillet off a bass. But man, they're so sweet. It's an excellent tasting fish as far as freshwater fish goes. Holy moly,
I know,
yellow
they're
flies.
swarming us right now.
We got so many
Literally
yellow flies out here.
us.
We might have to do that cook inside episode real soon until these yellow flies lay down. They're all over the camera, but I can't hit it.
We have bug spray on us too, so.
Yeah, but we put it on over an hour ago.
Yeah. All right. Let me check this out right here, make sure it's not overcooking. Nope, okay. Because this is an experiment. I have not cooked this yet before, so.
All right, thank y'all for the feedback. They say they can hear you just fine. So don't use the swatter above the meat. Isn't that the truth? And we kind of don't really need nasty bugs all in the meat, do we? But I do want to kill them. Oh my goodness. Y'all, they're everywhere. I mean, they are everywhere.
Make sure you look out for me too.
'Tis the season. Oh, I'll hit you if you want me to. So Dual Sport says it's salt, not sugar. That's what I said.
Oh.
No,
You
no.
said salt. No,
I did
you
say
said
salt. I just don't want the salt all over metal stuff, rusting stuff out, and that salt on the ground, man. I can see that bringing roaches and ants and things like that. But I'll have to see if it'll shoot sandblasting sand. That may be fun to have out here. So, J County Outlaws, who happens to be the next county over, says banana boat tanning oil only works for the yellow flies.
Well, and I read that it has to have bronzer in it too, in order for it to work. So.
Well, I'll look
I'm glad
good
that somebody
and
else-
be bite free.
I'm glad that somebody else said that too.
All right,
I
we may
saw
have
that.
to try that out right there. Although
Yeah.
I got to be careful with the tanning oil. If we put that on the river, I'll be super burned up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, y'all, these yellow flies are everywhere. Sorry, I know I'm knocking the camera around, but I got to kill these jokers. They drive me crazy. All right, let's see what else we got here. So Bruce says Thermacell. I've had zero luck with anything, including Thermacells, working for these fast and mean biting yellow flies. There's one on the camera right now. Thermacell's excellent. I mean, excellent for mosquitoes. Nothing seems to work on these yellow flies. So we are going to try that tanning oil that was just mentioned. So Joshua says he gave up on the bug assault. The electric tennis racket works awesome. Yeah, if you can get these jokers at 500 mile an hour, I just wait for them to land on something and pop them. Now the electric tennis racket, that thing works awesome for mosquitoes because they're so slow moving around. I was lighting them up around the campfire this past year with that thing. So, Mr. Walter says, Avon Skin So Soft. Yes, we use that for gnats and no-see-ums, little biting gnats down here. Works awesome. But we've been using Skin So Soft. We have the original Skin So Soft. We buy it whenever we can find it, and yellow flies bite right through it. At least that's been our
The
experience.
Picardin is the only thing that's really somewhat.
Yeah,
A little bit.
We just started using the Picardin lotion, and it does help, but after a little bit, it wears off, and these jokers bite you on that as well.
Look how nice this worked out right
That
here.
is, thanks to Miss Lee, our pizza peel. It is working
Alright,
out.
so let's flip this over right here.
Cool.
Good. Perfect.
Those are like a perfect
And
flatbread.
again, I don't have any burners turned on over here because the heat from this side is just going to help cook this perfectly.
Almost like she knows what she's doing. Let's see what else we got here. We tried the old Irish Spring soap trick. No, I have not, Bogator. Tell me about it. What is that? I've bathed with it before, but no, I haven't ever tried it out here, whatever that is. And what we need to do, a lot of people around here put up black buckets or those black inflatable balls. Actually sell them at fertilizer and outdoor stores here. And you put this thick, sticky material over it. And supposedly, these yellow flies are absolutely attracted
That
to
was
black.
another thing I had read too.
I think that's why they're swarming the blackstone right now, or dark, deep purple. They like that as well. And we need to hang a few of those up out here. You do it during this time of year when they are blooming, and they'll just go stick themselves right there to it. I may need to go to the fertilizer store this week and pick up some of those and try it. Might make a little interesting video too. I don't know if a lot of people know about that. Now the good news is the yellow flies only bloom for about a month down here, and we're in that right now. We'll have them the rest of the year, but they won't be nothing like they are right now, just absolutely swarming us. Let's see what else we got here. Flamethrower for the yellow flies. Boy, I would love to, but yeah, I'm not burning the house down. So have we tried tiki torches? We have in the past. I've got quite a few citronella torches. I've had not good luck with them personally. They seem to help with some gnats and some mosquitoes.
He's in there tearing the
Bullets in there, fluffing that couch up. Hey! Hey!
He is trying to get comfortable.
Had to go get on to him. He's in there fluffing the one. Don't you scratch that couch. Go get in your bed. He got blankets everywhere, and he won't get in there. He wants to fluff this one tiny pillow on the couch. All right. I forget what I was saying. Oh well, on to the next thing. So Kathy says, can't wait for you guys to meet up with the Arms family. They're super family, and so are you guys. I know you would enjoy each other. Yep, we're going to try to make that happen. I've talked with Daniel off and on about it. We're going to do our best to make it happen this year. There's a couple of opportunities coming up later in the year. We're going to see if we can make that happen. And I keep trying to get him down here for a fishing trip. If he can bring Houston and bring himself, although that would probably work out better when I actually have them a place to stay, aka the loft. So I need to get working on that. Maybe we can get them down here at the end of the year. We get the yellow fly off the limbs. Y'all could probably see that right there.
All right, so I'm adding my taco seasoning now to the meat.
All right.
I'm gonna add some water.
So, Bogator says a lot of people put some bags with the original Irish Spring soap out, the green kind, for the flies and other bugs. So it's just the smell. We'll have to see. We'll have to try that out. That's pretty easy to try, and Irish Spring's quite cheap. Oh my goodness. There's so many yellow flies. Alright, so it looks like Uncle Tim is out. We sure do appreciate you. Thank you so much for your generous donation there. And
Thank you.
let me get this carpenter bit off of me. My goodness, and thank you for chatting with us tonight. Sorry, I am so distracted by all these bugs. So any issues with wasp nest and the unfinished ceiling? I have only seen one wasp nest now. I just painted last week, but there was one that got back up there today. They are no longer with us. I expect it's going to be a continual problem. They can attach themselves to just about anything, and all those little nooks and crannies up there they're going to love. Now, with that said, wasp up that high, I'll take care of them when I see them, but they typically don't just fly down and sting you. It's not a problem like that. Now, when a nest gets very large, that can present a problem. It'll just be a work in progress till we get the ceiling completely closed in, and then, even then, I expect some wasp nest to actually connect up to the ceiling. Let's see what else we got here. Uh-oh, she's throwing tools again.
It's clean. I'll wipe it off.
5-second rule. We can eat with it.
No, I got a wet cloth over here.
Alright. Alright, y'all got any more comments, or are you just going to watch us stand in front of the Blackstone right here?
Nice and clean.
Man, I don't know if it's our bad internet here, or does our live stream really look that grainy and bad? Maybe. Do we really look that bad? That grainy? Might just be our horrible internet here. Hopefully, y'all with better internet, we don't look too terribly bad.
Flatbread is looking good. I'm just gonna move it over just a hair. So it's a little bit more heat.
I'll grab the camera in just a minute too and show off the food a little better. Alright, what kind of tree is a small one on the right side? That would probably be, yep, that's the one that I planted over there. I got several of them. Those are called Shumard oaks. I actually bought those from a very large Walmart up in Tallahassee, and that's a very quick growing shade oak is what they call them. And I just planted those a couple of years ago, and you can see how thick and big they're already getting. Now, to be honest with you, that one's probably too close to the drain field. We got this one over here by the corner of the house. When I planted at the time, we weren't even 100% sure where the house was going to go, and I may have to wind up cutting them down and planting trees elsewhere because, well, if a pool winds up right here, that one's going to put leaves all in the pool, and I am nervous about that one down there getting roots all in the septic field, so we'll have to kind of play that by ear. All right, so it looks great on our end. Yes, a little choppy sound off and on. That might be because we got this fan kicking. I don't know. I apologize. We're probably going to have to keep running it because the bugs they're bad. They really are. And it could be our horrible internet too. Probably our upload. It's so bad here. That might be where some of the lag and choppiness is coming from. Uh-oh. Everybody says sound is horrible. Choppy. Sounds like you're talking through a tin can.
Huh.
Dadgummit. Has this got much longer?
A little bit.
Sorry. If it sounds that bad, it's probably because of our horrible internet. So, Samuel said, asked earlier if Lowe's has ever offered a QSP during your purchases. So I can't quite remember what QSP is, but I think that's like a commercial account or a discounted account. I actually do have one. It's called a LAR, Lowe's Accounts Receivable. That was an awesome experience that I had with Lowe's at first. When we first started building the house, I was struggling. I couldn't find OSB anywhere. I mean, absolutely anywhere. We're going through the first major lumber crunch, and I met an awesome guy there that said, since I'm actually building my home and could show plans and show that all the permits were my name, basically I was the general contractor, they allowed me to sign up for, it's almost like a commercial account. I guess it is. So I do get a discount anytime I go in, which you typically get that even signed up as a homeowner. Get the typical 5%, and occasionally you'll get additional discounts as well. And I get terms to pay it back, although we try to pay everything off the same month anyways. So if that's something like what you're talking about, yes, we do get that. So, yeah, sorry. Y'all are still saying sounds a bit choppy, but some of y'all are saying sounds better now, so we'll see. I really think it's just our horrible internet, and it's just not uploading quick enough.
Almost there.
All right. Quote support. Nope, no, Samuel. I haven't heard of that one. Quote support. So, maybe what I just explained is similar to that.
All right, we're gonna get ready for all the toppings on the bread here in just a minute.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna grab the camera now because now the fun stuff's gonna start. The better food. I'm gonna shake y'all to death for just a second. All right. Now I'm gonna talk from behind the camera. That actually looks a whole lot better now that I'm up close. It's like the camera wasn't focusing a minute ago. All right, so yeah, I see a lot of people saying it very well may be other people's internet. Sounds like some of y'all have some awesome fiber internet. Said there's been no issues the entire time. So A Outdoors asks, why don't we cook inside? And I can tell you, buddy, after today's yellow fly experience, we probably will. Because look, dead yellow fly. I got them everywhere. I just stomped on one over here. Dead yellow fly. They're tearing us up. We're probably going to, but we started the Blackstone cooking thing a while back, and I think a lot of people really look forward to it. So we've kind of kept that tradition going on the channel. That's the main reason we come out here. Plus, we really do just enjoy our view and cooking outside. Oh, Tiffany says, shut up and let me talk.
So I'm about to put this ranch cheese mixture here, which was a cube of cream cheese and 1/3 cup of sour cream and a ranch packet, but I did add some chipotle because I have to change up every recipe I see.
Yes, she does. So there's our first cheese, Chris. I see more cheese coming, Chris. So Jay Hess asked, are we going to do a video on the new modem or router install? Absolutely. I am waiting on some more equipment to come in and trying to learn some of the lingo. I'm going to be horrible at it, but who cares? People want to see the install and if it actually works. And I think it will be a really good alternative for people out in the country like this that can't get Starlink. So for sure, I'm going to do that. Dang, Samuel says there's discounts up to 22% with that Lowe's account. Boy, that would have been nice, but that was not offered to me. Mailman says he likes our cardboard carpeting out here. Well, we've got our one nice drip pad that Mr. Donald sent, and we like to extend the drip pad a little bigger. You never know what you may spill on concrete. Boy, I sure have been getting it messed up here lately.
You're doing a great job of it.
I've been getting paint on it and oil and everything else.
Yep. All right.
Miss Lee says she loves seeing you cook on the Blackstone.
Well, thank you, Miss Lee.
And your pizza peel has been working awesome for this meal.
Yes. All right, so we're going to start adding some meat here.
Do it too. So I see a lot of people asking, are we screening the porch? Very popular question. No, our plans are not to do that. You would probably think we're crazy with all the bugs, but we don't want to block the view. We don't want to block the breeze. And this being a hurricane state, be concerned about every time we get really high winds here, the screen popping and blowing out. So citrus and fruit trees, are they doing okay? Yes, there's a few of them showing blooming, but the majority of them were stunted heavily. We got some extremely cold weather a few months ago, and it killed a few and stunted the rest, so I'm not really expecting much in the way of citrus this year. So the new internet is going to be a extremely nice cellular router, and there's lots of different options on which company you go with, but it's not going to be your typical hotspot and basic hockey puck router. I have something very, very, very nice, but I'm going to get some outdoor antennas too to see if I can really increase the signal. It's got a lot of potential.
More cheese.
More cheese. So Jay Hess says he canceled his Starlink as well. He's supposed to get fiber sometime next 3 to 5 years. Supposedly that's the plan all across the country. Eventually we're all going to be getting some sort of fiber home internet. But luckily our local electric provider is one of the first ones in the state that's jumped on some sort of plan and is working with the company. It's a, oh my goodness, almost a, I don't know, $75 million project to roll out fiber internet to all of us in about 3 counties right here. So we're very fortunate that's coming. But it's a 2 to 3 year plan.
All right, just want to peek at my bread. It's browning up nicely. All right, yellow flag.
Yeah, I seen it. I was just about to get it. Pow! But people say I can't beat you no more.
I'm going to turn this around because I only have a burner over here on low on the edge, just so we don't overcook the bread.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I see Jacob says their friend just got Starlink and it's amazing. 10 times internet service compared to anything else they have.
Sure.
Well, Jacob, I'll go ahead and spill the beans on some of this. I've got my router and I drove down to where the tower is that I'm boosting off of right now just to see what was available. And my cellular router at the tower now, so that's best case scenario, pulled 124 megs down and 54 up. To some of y'all on fiber, that sounds horrible. To us that get around 1 meg down, maybe 4 megs on a good day, and 4 megs up, it was the fastest I've seen. And actually, I have a couple friends around here with Starlink, and that is right in line with the speeds they're pulling. And I did it over cellular. That's why I'm getting some really nice outdoor antennas to see if I can boost signal up good from the house, since I'm a few miles from that. You about to say something?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so these are tomatoes from the garden that Andrew grew.
Mm-hmm. Those tomato plants over there, y'all, look at them, dark green. I've got tomatoes everywhere. I want to make some friends this year because I'm about to start giving away tomatoes.
All right.
So
and you can put anything you want on top of this. I mean, you can make it with corn, beans, whatever you want. You just don't want to make it too heavy because the crescent roll or pizza dough will not probably hold up as good as, you know, like pizza dough and like regular pizza dough in the oven.
You know what we need for this?
What?
One of those gigantic disposable tinfoil pans that's really tall.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay, well that's what you need
actually
here,
under
and then you
there.
could have melted the cheese down.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. It's actually underneath there, but
Oh, you think it's big enough for this, or we'd have to buy something bigger?
it might be.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good to know for next time.
Yep.
You may cook the
alright,
bottom
I
too
have
bad.
Some scallions here.
Yes, those were missing the other day in another recipe. So have we thought about sealing the concrete? I have started briefly looking into it. I need to, because we're going to do a lot of cooking and entertaining out here. I just got to figure out how to clean this up really well first before I seal it, but that is something I need to look into. We're going to wind up with spills forever. So Chris is thanking you for all the cheese.
Yes,
Look at all the
very
cheese,
welcome,
Chris.
Very welcome. All right, it's pretty much done. I'm just going to put a little lettuce on the edge that me and Andrew are going to eat here, just to kind of show off what we would do with this. And then you can put your taco seasoning on top, or whatever you prefer.
Yeah, you can put
Ranch,
Chipotle, taco
whatever.
sauce, ranch,
Yeah.
or actually a little bit of all of it, or spicy mayo, or what's that other stuff that we get? That's a spicy
Chipotle,
ranch. Yeah, Chipotle
yeah.
ranch. That's really good stuff too.
All right.
So, yep, people are recommending maybe a small screened-in tent. Yeah, we could do something like that here for when we're cooking.
All right. It's pretty much done here. I'm just going to let the bread brown just a little bit longer, and then we can show y'all the end result in a little bit whenever we make our plates.
That's right. We will post a picture on this. We are probably about to jump out, y'all. The yellow flies, I kid you not, they are tearing us up. So thank you so much for cooking.
Yes, you're
Thank y'all so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. For everybody that made the generous donations tonight, thank y'all for watching, for giving it a thumbs up. That really does help the channel. If you're not subscribed or not giving videos thumbs up, if you enjoy them only, we would never ask if you didn't, but that really does help the channel. That tells YouTube and tells Facebook, hey, people are interacting with this. They're showing interest in it. Let's promote them a little more. Let's advertise them a little more. And that's the best advertisement you get. Yes.
They are chewing on.
All right. We're gonna wrap this up because yes, the yellow flies are getting us bad. God bless. Y'all take care. Have a great night. And I guess we'll see you on a video. I'm trying to get one out for y'all tomorrow. Y'all take care. Good night. See ya. Bye.